see. Yeah.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Miami Dolphins and the Green Bay Packers. Oh, and how about this? An onside kick to start the game. This one's going to be covered up by the Packers hands team. Well, there's two sides to every coin. You come on the road, you get the onside kick to start the game. What a boost, but you don't get it. And now your back's against the wall a little bit.
You're exactly right. You nailed it perfectly. And so many ways to go at it when you're on the road. You think to yourself, well, if we start on defense, we blitz them early, try and create a big play. If we start on offense, we throw the big pass downfield. In this case, they said, forget all of that. Let's do it on special teams and try and catch them off guard with an onside kick unsuccessfully.
First play and a first throw for Rodgers. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that went a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete.
An early message that this secondary is going to be tested because even though it fell incomplete, it almost felt like a warning shot to get things going.
Slot man moves right. And the slot man goes in motion left. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Rodgers, he'll let this go for the end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. He has it complete to Christian Watson. And he's going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
Meanwhile, Rodgers' throw brought in by Watson. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones, 28 yards. And the Packers get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon.
Coming for you, boy.
Extra point up and good by Crosby. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. to end. The Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. And that'll be incomplete. Charles, already trailing by a touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Tua. Forced out to his left. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
Well, it looked like a quick hitter, a 3-step drop. But when it's not there, what do? He elects to try and escape through the massive bodies up the middle, and he does so and picks up positive yardage.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he's got the 1st down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. First carry for Raheem Mostert. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Now they'll throw with Tagovailoa. On the out route, he's got Mostert. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the 1st here. On the give, this is their fullback. And now Carter going to be stopped up short. He did not get there. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he will have a Dolphins 1st down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. Up the middle they go with Mostert. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now a timeout called for by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. So maybe just a momentary setback on what's been a great drive so far, but 2nd and 13 here. And they'll send the slot in motion left. Gets this one to Hill. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the 1st. The slot man in motion right. Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. He'll get it once more into the hands of Hill. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. And now before they run this 4th down play, we're going to get a timeout. And that's their 2nd charge timeout here in this 1st quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. Tagovailoa going for it on 4th down. Past the 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Hey, nothing to see here. Just your standard 4th down gain of 28 yards. And the drive keeps going. So after the big play on 4th, here's 1st and 10. A run with Mostert up the middle. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. First and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. In motion, Hill. Here's Mostert. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on 1st down, holding them to a short gain.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. On a jet sweep, here comes Waddle. Then he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. Jalen Waddle, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Dolphins are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Well, we've talked about it before. You know, this jet sweep, something a lot of teams like to run nowadays, and this one winds up in the end zone. And it is all about creating different ways to get the ball in the hands of your playmakers. And wasn't it interesting that prior to this game, the head coach told us, I saw this sitting in my chair watching a Tuesday night college game and decided to implement it myself. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. A fairly short kick from the 14. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone. Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one. From the 38, Rodgers. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. What can't Aaron Rodgers do? The legwork there getting in the first. Certainly not the way they drew it up in the playbook, but that's why they love this guy back there. He sees things breaking down, and he's more than capable of finding an escape route and still getting a decent gain. Now a first down carry by Jones. And a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They'll go again to Jones. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with the bandit. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Rodgers going to give this one to Dillon. And able to get this to the 31.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Coming up on a 2nd and 6. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Here's Rodgers to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. And the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Packers unable to pick up the first, and the Dolphins defense is able to hold. He'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on 4th down.
Whatever you say, you have in your head.
On that in terms of locking in on those key downs. You know, I've seen.
See, you play the 4th down. You don't play the field goal. You go for it. Now you pay the price. Pay the price. 14 plays the other drive. I have the board. I have the board. Cállate.
A little jet sweep to start the drive. Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. And he'll have it past midfield. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep, and he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Third and 15 here after the 1st and 2nd down plays went in the wrong direction. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. This one complete to Jalen Waddle. And he's going to have the first down as they move into field goal range here at the 25-yard line. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Setting to throw on first down is Tua. Throw left side complete. That's Hill. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down at will. Second and 10. They'll send a receiver in motion left. Again, they will throw it with Tagovailoa, eluding the pressure right. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down.
They haven't been able to stop them so far this series, but getting a nice little stand from their defense now.
So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. Center's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back, Charles.
The only Green Bay I know is Shibata.
Number 3.
The only Green Bay I know is Shibata. And you are losing versus Dolphin. Y I receive the ball. Give me the ball. No, nosotros estamos ganando y tú estás perdiendo.
The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And he's going to wind up bringing this one inside the 45-yard line.
Well, this has been a close game throughout, but that return can help them gain the separation that they've been seeking throughout the game.
What a chivada.
They'll start out here with a jet sweep. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
They'll bring the tight end in motion right here. On second down, Mostert. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. The Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11. They'll bring a tight end in motion right. On first down, they go with Mostert again. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
They'll stay on the ground with Mostert. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Sometimes with the running game, you just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. On third down, here comes Mostert. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive continues.
Well, Well, you
Say
sort of
hello
have
to
give a little
Chibata.
credit here because
Top of the
they're
world,
playing this game now
Green Bay.
at their pace. This is ball control football.
Hello to
Sustained
Chibata,
runs,
the real
taking
Green
time
Bay.
and making it work.
Also say hello to Jones in the Dolphins and Rogers in the Jets. John Madden en español.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. They hand it off to Mostert. And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10.
John Madden en español.
Here's 2nd and 5.
John Madden en español. Para ti.
On the handoff, this is Mostert. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. That play gets them 6 yards and sets them up with a 1st and goal.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Now they bring a receiver in motion right.
Vámonos a fuego, vámonos a fuego, vámonos a fuego, vámonos a fuego, a fuego, a fuego, a fuego, a fuego, a fuego.
That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the 3rd quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is lets you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
Sanders on for the extra point. And now it's blocked. Oh, the Packers have it. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. The 30, 10, 5, and all the way into the end zone, and it's 2 points. That is a play that you just do not see very often. Maybe a couple times a year, the blocked extra point return for 2.
You can't afford to give anyone a free run at the kicker. Oftentimes, it's going to bounce off his hands or chest and head the other direction.
So after the blocked PAT, they're ready to kick this one off. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Slot man moves right. And the slot man goes in motion left. They'll try and get the running game going with Jones. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. The slot man in motion right. Rodgers now on 1st down. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Y no comemos, cómo se siente, cómo se siente, lo que tiene, cuando corriente. Bien, se va debiendo, carajo. Eso es niño, mano. Eso es niño, bro. The Comedy Central Play. ¿Qué le pasó? Wow. ¿Qué hiciste? The motion is a fucking kid shit. MF. That is the motion, it's a shitty shit, bro. You talking about everything about you say is you, bro. You have that in your head. That is the reason you talk about that. See. You're sick. Sí. Vamos, tú no lo vas a pasar. Tú no lo vas a pasar. Mira esto. Te lo dije. They can't score there. You see, you can talk and play at the same time. You know, take the tool rock, the moon rock. Keep the moon rock. Sí, get it. Sí, que sí.
After the turnover, it's Tua. Throw left side, taken in by Hill. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. Working with a 2nd and 4.
Bimbo.
This is Mostert. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 4 yards the pickup, first down. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on.
I know exactly who you are.
Continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point.
Right? I go with the hoodie and plastic.
Gain some yardage and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Once again, it's Mostert. Rashawn Gary, the man to bring him down.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. In motion left here, one of their tight ends. Now Mostert. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 60 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7 reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
Mostert, and he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. Well, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. Tua going to throw. Throw right side, going to be caught here by Waddle. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out.
You get nervous.
They're going to get an extra time built in coming up here shortly.
Don't have to call that mount losing. Really? You call a timeout losing the game. You never call a timeout losing the game. You don't know about the game. Sorry. You don't know about the game. You call a timeout losing. You never call a timeout losing. Okay, you never call a timeout losing. Nada.
As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is
Nunca te metas con Julio. Julio es mi amigo.
They'll try and run here with Mostert. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the
Julio
6.
me cuida.
And defensively trying to beat the 2-minute warning with a timeout, and they do. Calling it with 2:04 left. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he will take it
Bye.
for a Dolphins
Shota.
touchdown. Raheem Mostert with his
Bye.
second touchdown of the afternoon. And
Bye.
the Dolphins have opened up a 2-touchdown lead here this fourth quarter.
Bye. 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 Boom. 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 Boom.
So now the Dolphin offense will stay
Tú eres
out there
una
as they'll go
pera.
for 2. Now they'll send a tight end in motion left. It's a run with Mostert. And he'll be taken down after a short gain as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
Now you don't talk. Now you don't say nada. Yeah, everybody hear about that. See, okay, you're in YouTube. In YouTube. Live.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from the last drive.
Live.
Bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away.
Eres un pendejo haciendo eso.
They're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back.
¡Qué pendejo! ¡Ey, interception!
And this is intercepted, and that should do
Pum
it.
pum 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 pega la cacheca la paca la pago pum pam pam la tenemato pam 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 pam. Older, yes, I'm older. It's the beauty of it. 16 giga plus. How you will be remember? How you will be remember?
From the site that many call the loudest in the NFL, we are inside Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Miami Dolphins and the Kansas City Chiefs. Here's Here's the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started. And into a sea of red, we're underway in Kansas City.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Two and a throw right away.
Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
And that's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Second and 8 coming from the 19.
Slot man moves right.
Second down, here's Mostert again.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. From the 32 now, here's first and 10. Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And he'll get this up to about the 40. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 60 yards.
And the Dolphins are on the board first here on the road in Kansas City. Well, they said that they wanted to get him involved early, and what a way to cap their opening drive, Charles. We know he's one of the fastest receivers in the NFL, and he showcased it on that play.
And when you have a guy like that, you want to make sure the defense sees him early, right? You want to see how they're going to adjust, how they're going to try and guard him, because they can't replicate his speed in practice unless they've got one of the few guys who are as fast as he is. And all it took was one drive. He burned them, and I don't think it's the last time they call his number in this one.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
McCole Hardman to return it from his end zone. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Will lead the Chiefs up first and 10 at the 31-yard line. Now the Georgia Southern man. This is Jerick McKinnon. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Mahomes now on first down. Throw left side, complete to Tony. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 41. They fake the give. Now Mahomes rolling to his right. And that is incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
To throw on 2nd and 10, Mahomes. Looking for Kelsey there, but it's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
In motion, Hill. On first down, Tagovailoa. Out route to Hill, complete. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the Chiefs' 38-yard line.
Down, black, 95. 10 cycles.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Up the middle they go with Mostert. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
A run with Mostert up the middle. And he'll be stopped up quickly here at the 38. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
You know, we might start getting some props here in the booth. You know, that one that says the D and then the fence that you put up next to it? How about that? They brought out the jumbo package and still couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage enough to pick up that 1st down.
Impressive. They were ready defensively for that jumbo set. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense, the firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
And he's going to wind up bringing this one inside the 45-yard line.
Partner, when I was in college, we used to have these things called game maxims that we did before every game. One of them said, press the kicking game, for here's where the breaks are made. It's the area of hidden yardage. How about that return? Flipping the field, taking it past the 50, and getting things set up to start the series.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He'll get this one to Kelsey. That's complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Heck of a start, a 30-yard pickup on their first play from scrimmage. 10-0 the score after one on EA Sports. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Mahomes now to throw. Flushed out right. Across the formation, Hardman gets the completion. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. To throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw some away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away and could cost them a ball game?
Two and now on 1st down. That is caught by Waddle. Touchdown, Miami. Jalen Waddle